Cancer, welcome back. Cancer, we're going to see what you have to expect in the month of July. Okay, so very nice. The first card out we have is the Queen of Pentacles. So you're on top of things. That's what I'm hearing, Cancer. You're on top of things. You're a house cat. For one of you, I'm hearing you're a house cat. You stay home, you take care of the house, you take care of your home, your pets, your plants. Oh, confirmation. I don't know if y'all hear my dog Stu, but he's confirming it. Okay. Cancer, you know who you are. I'm seeing here that you know exactly who you are. And you know exactly where you're going. But what you don't see is this delay, okay? And there's something here that you need to learn. Let's go ahead and dig deeper. Yes. But I do see here, Cancer, that you do have the drive. You have the determination to get something done. You do have the skill, because if you didn't, this would be coming out more of a page, but it's not. It's a knight. So it tells me that you do have some experience in what it is that you're trying to succeed in, okay? Three of Cups is coming out. Tell me more about this delay. Cancer, I hate to say this, but this delay might be actually coming in from a friend. Yeah. Or maybe somebody that you've partied with, somebody that you've drank with, somebody that you consider to be a colleague, a friend. Okay. Yeah, you don't see this. Okay. Let me see what's going on here. You don't see what is going on. This person, you might have partied with this person. Okay. But for whatever reason, this person has this look about you. Like, not look about you. But what I mean is the way that they look at you, Cancer. Okay. You make this person feel like they need to compete with you. Okay. So this is a friend who feels like they don't measure up to you. That's what it is. They just don't measure up to you. And maybe you've tried to change this person's perspective. They might say things like, oh, I wish I was skinny like you. Or, oh, I wish I had those big boobies that you got. Or, they might have said, I don't know what guys say to each other. So if you're a guy, I really don't know what guys say to each other. But this is something. Sorry, Cancer. Okay. This is something where somebody feels like they just can't compete with you, and this person is coming in to try to cause some kind of delays. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay. Now, what do you need to learn from this? Well, what you need to learn is that you need to go ahead and start paying closer attention to how people act around you. Not everybody is here to be your friend, and I feel like that's the biggest and the hardest thing to learn, especially when somebody has been smiling in your face, because when they do that, I feel like you automatically just think that they're your friend. They're there in your corner, they're there to cheer you on, and then to find out that they're not, it's hard. And Cancers are very social people, very loving, emotion type people, like very highly emotional, right? So when you're feeling somebody out, because that's what Cancers do, they get around somebody and they feel them out. They let their feelings guide them, right? And your senses are telling you, oh, this person's fine, this person's my friend. And then you find out later on down the road that they're not your friend. It's like, whoa, wait a minute. I have been doing this my whole life since the day I was born. I sized up the doctor when I was born. You know what I mean? Like, that's how I navigate through the world, right? So there is something here that needs to be learned, okay? And I feel like it has something to do more about being careful with what you trust people with, okay? What you trust people with. And I feel like what happened here is maybe you overshared with this person. Maybe you let this person know too much. too much of your business, okay? And it's like, yeah, this person was like throwing some evil eye on your house, your home, your relationship, your family, okay? Something like that. Your wealth, it could be also your wealth, okay? And they've been there like, oh, I'm here, I'm in your corner, Cancer, I'm right here for you, right? The whole time, when they're not, okay? If you look at the cat's face, right? They're smiling, but they're not really showing what's really going on in their mind or how they're actually feeling, right? And this is the person that you're dealing with. This is somebody that is doing that to you. Like they're smiling in your face, but they're not really letting you know what they're planning or how they truly feel about you. Okay? And you're not picking it up because you've already sized this person up before. You've already, established that this person is your friend or this person is in your corner. Maybe it's family, okay? But I mean, this is somebody that you've already did all the work to know that, well, not know, but to feel like it's okay to let them in, you know? And then the surprise is that this person is so good at hiding that part of themselves, okay? So I feel like that's what is going to be learned here, or something that you're going to learn this month is going to be a lesson about this, okay? Um, and it might also end up causing problems in your home, causing problems with your work, causing problems maybe in your family. Okay, so it's going to be either three. This person is going to come in, cause blocks for you by causing problems in one of these areas of your life. Okay, so it depends on like how you know this person. Like if you know them from work, well then yeah, it's going to be finances, right, or something like that, right? Okay. I do feel like with the suspension and suspension coming out, Cancer, that's where you're gonna have to really clear up your senses, okay? Especially when people are talking, because it looks like when people are talking, you might not be like listening, okay? Or you're not like you're making excuses for this person, okay? Like, oh, well, they didn't mean it that way. Oh, they're not like that. Something like that, okay? Now, why is this person like that with you, Cancer? It's because look at you. Look at you. You're coming out as the Queen of Pentacles and the Emperor. This is like you are so well grounded. You know yourself, you know your capabilities, you have a lot of confidence, you've lived a long life, you've learned a lot of skills. This is why this person is this way. This is why they're after you. This is why they want to come in and throw a block in your path, because it's like everything works out for you. But they don't know how hard you've had to work to get to where you are. That's the point. They don't understand that you've worked really hard, because it takes a lot of work to get to this level. You don't just wake up one day and like, oh my god, I'm an emperor. Ta-da! No. No, you have to go through experiences. You have to go through cycles. You have to learn lessons and fall down and scrape your knees and get back up and keep moving on. It's difficult to get to this level. You're at the top. That's what it is, Cancer. That's why this person's like, oh, well, I'm going to teach Cancer a lesson. That's why. Because you're on top and they're not. I guarantee it, they're not. All right, Cancer, this is what you have to expect this month. I'm so sorry it's negative, okay? But do pay attention to what people are around you. I know people get upset. They're like, oh, all your readings are negative. I've heard this already before. They're not all negative. Think about it. There's worse things that could happen to you than this. There's worse things than finding out that your friend is not your friend, right? I mean, look at all the stuff that's going on in the world. This is like a teacup, like sipping a teacup that doesn't have sugar, tea in it with no sugar, right? Compared to what other people are going through. Okay, so when it comes to a spectrum of negativity, this is very little, right? And I'm gonna say it, all some readings do come out wonderful, and some readings come out like, wow, you all this good stuff is gonna happen and stuff like that, and it happens, but I can't fake reading cards. I mean, I don't have all that time in the world to be manipulating cards just so somebody can be happy to have a positive reading. Okay, I'm just gonna throw this out there. I mean, because y'all, that would be like expecting me to put in like, already this is like an hour's worth of work or 2 hours worth of work, right? If I was to start manipulating cards just to make that person happy, these people that come in and say that, right? Think about it. I would have to be like 4 or 5 hours just to make a 20-minute video. Who has time like that? Come on. That's crazy, right? But there's people out here that are like, oh, can't you manipulate the cards for me? Then what's the point of coming and listening to a reading? If you want somebody to lie to you, go to a hooker. You could pay them like $10 and they'll tell you everything that you want to hear. Like seriously, you'd be like there's a YouTube. You know what? Actually, there is a YouTube short that's going around where the guy gets in line and he's like, okay, and she's like, how much? He's like, how much? And then she's like, okay, you want the family deal? And he's like, yeah. And then she charges him and she's like, I'm so proud of you. And he's like, oh, have y'all seen it? I don't know if you've seen it. So he's like telling him all the things that he's always wanted to hear from his family or his parents, right? There you go. If you want to hear, something that's going to be sugar coated, go to somebody like that. Why are you coming to a reader? It's too hard to manipulate cards, people. These people, I swear. Anyways, Cancer, I'm telling you my frustrations because this is the kind of frustrations that you're going to feel too. Okay, especially when you find out who this person is. All right? You're going to be like, oh my God, what is wrong with this person? You're going to be the same way. Anyways, Cancer, happy 4th of July. Catch me in the next one. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Y'all take care. Bye bye.